My name is Manoush Zomorodi. I'm the author of the multimedia ebook Camera Ready, which teaches brands and business people how to use video to get their brand message out, but also how to make video that's not boring, that's good storytelling, that is sort of a journalistic take on how you get the message of your brand out. And my background is as a TV reporter. I cut my teeth with BBC News all over the world, and now I also host a radio program for WNYC, the NPR affiliate in New York City. It's called New Tech City, and we're looking at how technology is changing the way that all of us live our lives. It's not just about the gadgets, it's about how we get to work, how we feed our kids, where and how we sleep, and having a good time doing both. I think that a lot of times people, when they think about creating video, they fall in two camps. One camp is I'll just switch on the webcam and talk to the camera and hey, I'm making video. And then there's the other camp that thinks, okay, I need to hire a crew and they're gonna bring in lights and it's gonna cost me $10,000, but this is an investment. And it doesn't have to be either or. There are people who are extremely skilled that can make your video look great. And if you have the patience and want to invest in, a good light and a good microphone and frankly, your iPhone does shoot really excellent video, but you do need to put it on a tripod and you do need to have external audio. There is a very good middle ground that is perfectly fine. So it doesn't have to be like, whoa, we're walking and I'm filming myself, and it doesn't have to be, some big Nightline interview production. Find your middle sweet spot that you can afford and that also is quality enough that people do want to watch and listen. My advice for people who are thinking about getting into video is don't just make an ad for your company. Explain something, show me something, educate me in some way. If you are, a florist, show me how you make the most simple but beautiful wedding bouquet. And chances are I'm not going to go and make that for my own wedding, but it'll give me ideas, and then it'll make me think, you know what, maybe I will go back to that florist who showed me how to do that. It makes me think of you as an educator, not someone who's trying to push and to sell me. So use video not to yakety yak, but to show something, to explain something, to demonstrate something. I think there's a big debate going on right now as to how important is quality. And I see that I'm trying out a new platform right now called Spreecast, which is an interactive video platform where you can have 4 people on screen talking to each other, thousands of people listening and interacting via chat, and it's platform agnostic, so you don't have to be part of the Google Hangouts platform. And my whole argument is that I think, quality is really important. Nobody's going to listen to you if there's not some decent lighting and you don't have some decent audio, and it's great to see this setup here demonstrating exactly that. But then there are other people, if it's Justin Bieber and he's live on webcam, no one really cares that he's slouching back on his couch and he's got, a cat sitting on his lap and there's no lighting. It's Justin Bieber. So I'm curious to see if there's going to be a generational shift here, that those of us who grew up with broadcast media really still want to watch things that look good, that sound good, that we take in the information better when we don't think about what it looks like. And then sort of a younger generation that isn't putting as much emphasis on what things look and sound like, simply because they're used to not seeing everything looked polished. So that's sort of an interesting place I am right now. But it makes me think that for my professional clients, I really still recommend to them that they make sure things look professional, well lit, well mic'd, because I think sloppiness just will never pass muster in the professional field. So some of the people that I work with are nonprofits, and I think that they've been very smart about using video and have been really ahead of the curve, in part because they don't have to have huge profits to prove that it's working. So for example, Human Rights Watch is one of my clients, and what they've been doing is they've been using their researchers who are out in the field collecting data all over the world. They've been sending out videographers, or at times equipping them with their own camera, to film and bring back video from the field that frankly regular news operations don't have the money to do anymore. So they'll take that video and they will package it up and send it to the BBC, Al Jazeera English, CNN International, and tell them to use it, but then they'll also package it up together to make their own edited video that they put out directly to their audience, whether it's on their website or YouTube, and are pretty much cutting out the middleman, the traditional mass media people. So I see that nonprofits have been really smart about this. They're hiring journalists, they're hiring producers, they're hiring editors, they're hiring people who know how to tell short, concise stories and get a message across, and then they're using that media to cut out the middleman, to cut out the mainstream media, and going directly to their audiences. Go to Manoush Z, that's MANOUSHZ.com. I have my blog there where I look at media, the future of news, how tech is changing the way we live, and how brands are using video. And then, of course, I'm also on Twitter at Manoush Z, and on YouTube, which is also Manoush Z. So find me there.